guys, it's Paula. If you haven't noticed, I don't have Travis with me because he's sleeping with his dad, and I could not sleep, so I just decided to make my video today. And this is my 1 month postpartum update. I was originally going to do these by week, but I'm not the most organized of people, and I don't really remember good key points that happen. So I find it easier just to do a whole 1 month postpartum rather than to go by week, because simple things that happen I might not actually catch, and I just will forget to put them in the video. So instead of getting frustrated with myself because I can't just sit down and write down everything because I won't remember everything, I just decided to do a 1 month postpartum update. Before I was pregnant, I weighed 117 pounds, and then when I got pregnant, I went down to 108 pounds. So I go by my 117 pounds because I go by that because that was my pre-pregnancy weight, although my husband goes by the 108. So when I gave birth to Travis, I weighed 149 pounds. So I gained 32 pounds in my pregnancy, which I did not gain about probably 10 or 15 of those pounds until the last 2 or 3 weeks of my pregnancy, which is very normal. And it kind of sucks because that's when you get really big and you get the stretch marks. I had not had any stretch marks until I got 37 weeks pregnant, and I had them at 38, so it was just kind of like, oh, I'm not going to get stretch marks, and then bam, Travis was like, haha, no, I'm going to give you stretch marks. So I have stretch marks, and I think they're pretty bad down low, but I have like 2 kind of stretch marks. I have the stretch marks that are like indented in my skin, it looks like, and then I have them on my side that are just red, bright red, and they look like weird vein looking things. I currently weigh about 128, so I lost about 20 pounds, and I haven't lost any more. That's about the same as I did when I walked out of the hospital. I lost 20 pounds after giving birth to him, which I never really understood because I thought you were only supposed to lose like as much as the baby weight plus a little bit because of the fluid and all that. So I thought I would probably lose about 7, maybe 10 pounds, but I lost 20, so I was happy about that. But I am going to start working out tomorrow with my mom so I can lose all the baby weight and go back to being skinny again. My goal is to weigh 115 pounds because I just didn't like weighing 117. It annoyed me because I was 117 and I like to be kind of like either 115 or 120, and I didn't want to be 120, so I'm going to go to 115. It's only 2 pounds less, but it's just I'm OCD about that kind of stuff for some reason. So being a mom has been crazy and amazing at the same time. I run off basically no sleep. You wake up every 2 or 3 hours to feed your child, and then it takes another 30 or an hour and a half to get them to go back to sleep after feeding and changing them and burping them, because you run into so many problems, like you're changing them, they don't want to cooperate, you're half asleep, you can't even open your eyes, you feed them, and then they want to eat really, really slow, so you're sitting there halfway falling asleep. Burping them, sometimes they're just like, I don't want to burp, and you have to sit there for 20 minutes trying to burp your child. I have done probably about 70% of the work. Corey has done 30 because of the pure fact that I wake up every time Travis even makes a peep, and he sleeps right through Travis's screams because he's such a heavy sleeper, and it's hard enough to get him just to wake up and then therefore to get him out of bed. So I'm just like, no, you watch him during the day, I'm just going to take care of it because he just cries so much. And now he's crying, so I'm gonna take care of that really quick. Okay, so got him his bottle. Another thing you can run into when you have a child is them screaming and crying in the middle of the night, wanting a bottle, wanting their pacifier, and you get up out of bed and you go and make them the bottle, you heat it up, you got everything ready, you get back to them and they're out. They are asleep. And that is what happened actually about 30 minutes ago with him. He would just cry and cry and cry, and I kept giving him his pacifier because I'm like, you just ate an hour ago. And he kept spitting it out, so I was like, okay, well, I'll go make you a bottle. I get back there, and he's just plumb out, knocked out. That can be frustrating when you have to get up and then you're awake, so you can't go back to sleep. But, you know, babies never know what they want. Sometimes they just want you to leave, and then they'll go to sleep. So for the teens out there who are just like, oh, yeah, you get a little tired, no, it's not that hard, you get exhausted. And if you're a teenager, the best way to describe it is staying up all night texting or Facebooking or Twittering or whatever else people do nowadays, and staying up until 5 o'clock in the morning, then getting up at 6 or 7 to go to school, and then sleeping through your classes. Only the fact that when you're a teenager, you can come home from school and just flop on the bed and sleep until 8 o'clock at night if you wanted to, and then stay up all night again. You can't do that when you're a mom or a dad, whatever. You can't, because they have their own schedule and they are put first. They get whatever they want because they're the baby. So you get whatever you want because you have a pair of lungs on you that will freaking pierce your eardrums. You might not be lucky like some of us moms who get the good babies that are really quiet and only cry when they need to be fed, only cry when they need to be changed, only cry when they need to be burped if you didn't burp them enough. You might get a baby who gets colic real bad, you might get a baby who gets a lot of ear infections, and they won't stop crying at all. They will go hours and hours, 6 to 7 hours of non-stop crying. So if you see us teen moms and you're like, oh, your baby doesn't cry that much, that doesn't mean your baby won't. I was super lucky with him. I thought I was going to get a child that cried and cried and cried, because I was just like, there's no way I'm going to get a good baby. There's no way I'm going to get a baby there's nothing wrong with. And I did. Yes, I did. I got a good baby. I probably get about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Maybe 7 if I'm extremely lucky and I can get my husband out of bed. He's been doing better with it because I think he's starting to get his paternal instincts in and actually hear him, because sometimes he'll cry and he hears them and I don't, which is really weird because I'm a light sleeper. But that's just how tired you get. Even if you're a light sleeper, you just get so tired that you just are knocked out. It's not easy, but it's actually a really good feeling knowing that, you know, this little guy or girl is your own, and, you know, they love you and you love them. Even though they don't know it yet that you love them so much, they will. But it can wait. It definitely can wait. A little update on you guys with Corey's job. He's still looking for one, and he hasn't found one. He put in an application to Winn-Dixie today. I mean, he's trying also to get a job at a flower nursery that pays good money, but it's long hours. So that means I would have to take care of Travis probably non-stop and go to school. Another thing to realize is that you can't make guys grow up. They have to grow up on their own. So just be patient and they'll grow up eventually. But if they're complete dirtbags, just go ahead and leave them. It's not even worth carrying that baggage around forever and waiting around for something that's never going to happen, because sometimes guys need a kick in the face and for you to say, you know, get out and I don't want anything to do with you because you just won't take care. You're going to sit on your butt. You're going to freaking go out and party all night. Just kick them in the face and they'll realize what they lost if they're a good guy. If they're just a load of crap and they never come back, then that just shows what a load of crap they are. Also, an update on his eye color. It has been turning a gray now, and me and Corey are really, really hoping he gets Corey's dad, who's actually his grandfather, but he calls him his dad because him and his dad were so close So we think he's probably going to get his eyes. We're really hoping so because I knew his dad and he was a sweetheart. He was such a great guy to Corey. He raised him very well. It's just a lot of memories. We're hoping he has that. Because I really doubt he's going to get Corey's eyes because his eyes are blue and like a light gray, but mostly a blue color, and mine are just black-brown. They're so dark. They're lightening up, but they're lightening up to like a gray, so he might have like a gray, hazelish eye color. I'm going to now show you guys my belly, which, be prepared, there are stretch marks on it. If you guys have any recommendation on what to use for stretch marks, I know there's a ton of creams out there, but very few of them work, and you can never really get rid of stretch marks. It just takes time. But I have used cocoa butter that Corey got me from the Dollar General, and I just felt like it made them worse, which it might have just been me, because actually what happened is my stretch marks have gotten worse since I've lost weight. My stretch marks were only on my stomach and my sides. They spread from my sides down to my thighs, and it's really weird because I didn't know you could get stretch marks from losing weight. So I will show you that now.
Okay, and I'll show you guys before I show you my stretch marks. Like I said, I forget a lot of things in videos, but I also got Implanon, which, if you don't know, is a little rod-like thing that is about this big, and that is my birth control. So I will not have any more little Travises, and I just got it yesterday, so it's really bruised, and it really hurts. But you know, we're all big boys and girls, so you gotta grow up and deal with pain sometimes. But yeah, so the good thing about Implanon too is the fact that I can use my old birth control, which didn't allow me to have a period at all, and I can use that with it, so I have double the protection, and you know, I won't have a period. So now I will show you guys my stretch marks. Okay, so here is the front view, and I'm wearing two shirts, so I look a little bit bigger. Here is, hold on, I'll turn it sideways, so guys, tilt your heads. Here is the side view from that side. Here's that side. And then my shirt up, and I just scratch myself. Here's that, and that, and that. So you can see my stretch marks right there. And these you can't really, like, I don't know if you guys can see them. I'm kind of, yeah, you can see them. They're like indented, but they're not like red. They're just indented in my skin, and it feels really weird. My belly button. And then here's the stretch marks on my side that are extremely red. And then here are the stretch marks on my thighs. So they go from my side, from here, they go down to the middle of my thigh, which is really weird because I didn't get those until after I gave birth to Travis. And here these are, but these are lightening up, kinda. I don't know why. Maybe they're just going away. So that is my belly. And I will see you guys next month, because I am just terrible at doing 1 week updates on postpartum because I'm not very organized. So I will see you guys later, and feel free to subscribe and go like my Facebook page also, and you will see more of my updates. Okay, I will see you guys later. Bye.